Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today it's gonna be a little bit of a sad day cause I saw this girl on Facebook. Her channel is called Thoraya Maronesi. I'm not good at names, but she makes really good inspirational videos and whatnot, and you know, I felt like being sad today. So let's watch one of her videos that's called what's the most painful thing you've been told. I just felt like watching it just because life's been a little bit tough, you know, so let's go check it out.
One time my mom said,
I'm turning subtitles on because I'm not super.
I was telling her like what I wanted to do. I was like right out of high school or still in high school, and I told her I wanted to be a music video director because back then in the 90s that was all the rage, music videos. And when I was telling her I wanted to go to LA and like study film and do all this stuff and make videos for musicians, she said, "Oh, people like us don't make it like that. Say we're not successful in that way. We don't make it that far up in life." And that destroyed me. That just totally flattened my dreams, aspirations, whatever you want to call them. I internalized it, myself up, and it became true. Here I am. That's it. So I hurt the most. Those almost hurtful things that we can't make it. I can make it. Maybe you can't make it. I can make it.
Aww.
I should have told her that, but I didn't. I made it come true.
Okay.
But you can make it, and you could still make it. Have you thought about that?
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I don't want to. Maybe that's what she meant. We're too lazy to do that. Ultimately, she's right.
You know, we have dreams and aspirations, and sometimes it just really doesn't work out. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's just how life works. Sometimes you draw the shorter straw. The shorter straw? Sometimes you draw the shorter end of life, so.
Was something that my sister said to me, or asked me, actually, it was a question. She asked me why she had Down syndrome and why I did not. And I think it was sad because I had no idea how to answer.
Oh, shit.
Because, yeah, I'm still working in my head through that one, why we're born certain ways. I think it's something I'll probably always deal with. But I think I'm definitely healing guilt, or healing, that feeling of guilt that I have for things that predate me, because she's older than me, and also that have nothing to do with me. I'm just a bystander.
I don't know. My mom says all kinds of painful things. Probably like I regret having you. Probably that. For me, I always remind myself that it must be harder to be her than it is to be around her. So I try and have empathy and compassion for that.
Oh, she's
That
a
if
nice
I was
woman.
her and I was going through what she goes through and I struggle with what she struggles with, that it would be hard for me too. And I would have moments where I made mistakes. So that's how I get through it.
I was a lad and doing my usual show off, talk all the time routine, looking for attention, and I got the attention from a couple of girls who weren't into me. And one of them said, "Do you have an off button?" And that struck me, cut me to the quick. Now it's a joke. I've layered it over. It's a pearl now, not a grain of sand.
I see what your coping
My
mechanism
mom
is.
actually asked my dad to get me and my two siblings versus my dad taking us on his own volition. Yeah.
Shit.
Basically being told that my mom no longer wanted her kids.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because I had been living with this narrative that my dad saved us.
That's
which he
fucked
did.
up,
He
man.
still did.
Yeah.
But he did it partially because he was prompted to do it.
Yeah.
You
Shred.
know what I mean?
Does it still hurt?
No. Over time, no.
Because I'm so grateful for my dad for doing that. And I'm where I am and who I am because my dad saved us, essentially.
Oh, that's nice.
My ex-boyfriend told me I was abusive, and I've been doing a lot of reflection on it, and I think that really he was the abusive one, and it was very hurtful because it makes me overthink every single thing I do or say to anybody now. So it's kind of like his abuse did
Yeah.
really mentally.
Girl, I know what you mean. Yeah. It really screws you
I
over.
remember when I was younger, my grandparents basically saying like, you know, if you're gay, we will still love you, but we won't associate with you and we'll disown you. So I've always remembered that.
The
And
fuck?
that is, you know, something that I've kind of haven't been able to let go just yet. So.
They were ashamed to be with me because I am not the person that I used to be.
I was dating this guy, and he told me that he wouldn't introduce me to his mom until I lost weight.
What?
Being
The
told that you
fucking
are too
audacity.
It's probably the most hurtful thing anyone has ever said to me.
That I wasn't worthy of love.
That you deserve the world, but I don't know how to give it to you.
Ooh, I don't even like want to say it out loud. That being with anyone after their ex felt wrong. It was in a different context. It was actually after we dated when we were friends, and they just kind of said it without thinking.
What the fuck?
But we dated after he broke up with an ex who was like real in love with, and said being with anyone after her just like didn't feel right. It felt fake, and I was like, oh shit.
Cool. Yeah, fuck you. Bye.
It was when I was a sophomore in high school, and I was hanging out with my grandma, who's Cambodian, and I had really, really long hair at the time. I had like waist-length hair, and it had always been kind of a big deal to me, and I wanted to cut it, and I was telling her about my like plans to get it cut pretty short, and I have pretty short hair now, and I've had it short since then. But she asked me if I had asked my dad for permission to get it cut, which was something that I had kind of just brushed off as like, classic grandma pulling an old like patriarchy thing. But as I've continued to mold that over, it has been something that I return to a lot in thinking about my own, like, I don't know, existence, upbringing.
The most hurtful thing I've been told was I'm never going to be anything. Yeah, like I won't accomplish anything in my life. I almost believed it. Like I felt like they knew. So it was kind of one of those things I had to overcome growing up.
Oh, shit, man.
Prove them wrong.
Oh, definitely. I'm doing great now.
Good job.
Someone told me that they hope that my wedding sucks.
Did you have your wedding yet?
Yes, it was yesterday.
Nice.
It was?
Yeah.
And how was it?
It was amazing. I had an ex-boyfriend one time who was talking about how like conventionally attractive he thought he was, I guess. And he says to me, he's like, well, you're not conventionally beautiful. It sticks with me, like, you know, as a woman, you are thinking about how you're thinking about beauty standards a lot, and I always come back to that, like, well, I'm not conventionally beautiful, so I have to work my unconventionally attractive qualities, I suppose.
And he could fuck off.
I think it was also because of the person that told it to me, who was someone that I thought I really knew me really well, but he told me that I don't have dreams. And I was so offended by that because I have such big dreams, and this person that knew me so well, I thought this of me, and I was shocked. I was flabbergasted.
The reason why I got cheated on, and it was because I was too sad. I really felt like betrayed and like really hurt, because it's like, you know, this was like my partner, and it was like, you know, when I needed you the most, like,
You say that shit to me, yeah.
cheat on me and like do that while I was sad. Like, I was depressed. Like I was depressed, so like f***ed me up.
Yeah.
I reached out to an ex of mine before I was having a surgery, just to be like, hey, before I go through with it, I just wanted you to know that I care about you, and just kind of like said some kind things. And she responded by saying, I have a partner right now, and we both don't feel comfortable with you contacting me. And that hurt my feelings. Sometimes I still feel the pain when I think about it, as compared to other things that might have been painful that don't really resonate as pain now.
So mine was like when I was struggling with eating and like just my body image in general. And I went to Italy, which is like where I'm from, and I was in a bathing suit, and like I already wasn't feeling that great. And then my grandma like looked at me and she's like, damn, like you'd be perfect if you lost some weight. And like that just kind of hit, because it was like that's what I was trying, or not trying to do, but I was trying to like accept myself for who I was, and then her saying that was like, you need to be better. And,
Yeah, that's fucked
so
up.
that was my most painful thing.
I think one anecdote that sticks out is one time I was in the Whole Foods parking lot with my mom when I was in high school, and I'm a junior in college now. I don't remember exactly when this happened. And I was like, hey, Mom, I think maybe that I have like social anxiety. And I didn't really think anything of it. I thought she would be like ask me questions about it because we have a pretty close relationship. But she said like, oh, I hope not, like don't turn out to be weird or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay, I will not bring this up with you further. And then it made me hesitant to like further explore it when I was in high school, which probably would have been helpful given me having difficulties with socializing with people in high school. So yeah.
The most painful thing I remember that sort of just like hurt me in a way was like when I told my mom that I felt like I couldn't like live anymore. Like I don't want to do this anymore. Like I just can't do it. And I started like telling her about like things that happened in my past that she just like didn't know about. The thing that like hurt me was she was like, you were meant to go through that stuff. It was like to make you stronger, but it just made me feel a lot weaker because I feel like I wanted to be a normal person. It just hurt to hear that my mom, like, it almost felt like she cared, but like she cared in like the wrong way. This is like the first time I was like actually truthful with her, so like it like hurt me to hear that she was like, it's for the best that you were like very much destroyed in a way, like as a child. And I guess that's like the most painful thing I've heard.
Yeah, so that was kind of rough. Watching, I cut out some parts, just so you know, I cut out some parts that, well, I didn't really want to copyright the whole video because she worked hard on it. I just really wanted to like, you know, show a little bit of it, react to it. But watching that thing made me realize we are affected most by the people we care about. Like, for example, at the young age, it's our family making comments and whatnot. Yeah, that really impacts us a lot in the future. So honestly, in everything, what I got from this video is just be kind to people. Just be kind. If you're gonna break up with someone, don't fuck over the relationship. Break it off nicely. Don't say mean things to your exes. Don't say mean things to your siblings. Just generally be a nice person. If you want to be treated nice, just be nice. You know, it's not that hard. God damn it. But I don't want to be called a hypocrite. Of course, I've had my fair share of shit like that. I'm not perfect and shit. But yeah, it's really rough having problems that came from the past. Like someone saying something when you were opening up and stuff. I don't know what the most painful thing for me is. There's in my life a lot of painful things have been said. So I can only really boil down to two that sort of resonated with me on this video. Is one, I'm still like super best friends with this person today. But back when I was in grade 7, because I was in the Philippines, I'm not exactly like this is already considered fat. Like I'm a big girl. I'm not as thin as my friends back then. And my best friend now actually made a joke about how fat I was compared to them. And ever since then, up until today, I've had a really horrible relationship with food. Every time I'm like slightly over my weight, I just, you know, I vomit, I go on a diet and stuff, you know, that stuff. That's happening to me now. I can't enjoy food. I eat something, then every time I feel full, I want to vomit. That's like my reaction now to food. And I guess the other thing I can point out is when somebody called my abusive ex called me abusive, like the love I gave and stuff abusive. And no matter who I spoke to and stuff about it, like back then, because people knew what was going on, thinking back, I just thought that because of what he said, I had such a distorted image of myself and my love and everything, and I was in a really dark place for a long time because of that. And up until today, I just don't want to risk relationships or anything that has to do with another person, whether it's friendships or romantic relationships. I just completely, it's so uncomfortable for me because my ex told me straight up during one of the lowest points in my life that the love I gave him, which was honestly like I gave it my all and everything because it was my first relationship and everything. He said that it was so abusive, and he went into specific details about it, and I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me, but I went through all of those details a million times, repeating in my head that it was just so true, even though it wasn't. Like, I know that inside now, but a part of me will never forget that, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna get over it, you know. But that's okay. It's not. It's a problem I have to deal with eventually, or maybe not, you know. Maybe it's a problem I can end up avoiding. But yeah, that's very unhealthy of me. But yeah, I just wanted to do this video because I saw a really sad video of her in Facebook, and I found it really, really touching. I actually cried. I was just, not this video, it was a different video, but I cried. I was just like, this actually hurts. And then I wanted to share it with you guys. So yeah, thank you so much, Thoraya Moronsi, for such wonderful content. It's so good. I love your channel. I love it. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you like this video, feel free to hit that like button. Go subscribe to her. Go subscribe to me. Go watch more videos of this. The reason why I'm having such a hard time processing myself about this is because I've cut off a lot of my emotions, so it's really hard for me to explain things. I'm really sorry. So yeah, that's it. You know, stay safe, stay sound, and stay hydrated, and go drink that cup of water you told yourself you were gonna drink today. Okay, bye bye. See you guys in the next video.